So this is week 2 of our new month, A New Freedom. I love that, a new freedom. I love that. July, it's always a freedom theme. And today's talk is free to be. We are free to be. Because freedom is a quality of God, and because it is a quality of us. It's not about getting it or having it or finding it or buying it or developing it or going where it goes. It is us. It's our very nature. It's our very essence. You know, in 2005, there was a high school student by the name of Alex Robeson, and he began this program where he sent out index cards to people, and he wanted them to answer this question: what does freedom mean to you? And he created a website, and he sent out index cards all over the world. And over the years, he has received hundreds of thousands of index cards from people from all walks of life, giving them a description of what freedom means to them. And you know, he has over 500 Medal of Honor winners, presidents, Nobel laureates alone. And hundreds of thousands of cards from people from all walks of life. And everyone sent in, you know, and they become, in fact, it's an ongoing process. So you can go onto his website and you can donate money for stamps, because that's really what he needs. But people from all walks of life have sent in on little index cards their definition of what freedom means to them. And so I spent some time this past week reading a lot of those index cards. Unfortunately, all he does is he must scan them and just put them up on the website. So people, handwriting, hello. Some of them are a little difficult to read, but I did my best. And it was very, very interesting because I spent time reading through all of them. And it's just so fascinating to see that no two were alike, just like us. That the definitions of what freedom meant to people were just as different as we are. And it's really very inspiring, you know. So I'm going to read you some. Jim Davis, you know, the Garfield the cat guy? Okay. Jim Davis said, freedom is being allowed to follow your dreams. And Roseanne Cash wrote, freedom means allowing space for those beliefs which are opposite from mine. John Irving, the writer, wrote, as an American and a writer, freedom of expression is the foremost freedom to me. And William Peter Blatty, who I think was the Jaws guy, wasn't he the Jaws writer? Okay. He said, freedom is the name of my guardian angel. I love that. Someone whose name his signature I couldn't read, said, freedom to me is to worship the God that I choose. And U.S. Senator and next governor of Virginia, George Allen, wrote, freedom means unlimited, unrestricted activity, beliefs, and enterprise, unless one is harming someone else. I like that. Some anonymous person wrote, freedom is what we talk about when we don't want to talk about justice. Interesting. Alex Trebek sent a card in. He said, freedom means a better world for my children. And Chris Christopherson, of course, wrote, freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose, because he did write that song. And Megan Flanders, this was one of my favorites, she's an artist, and she said, freedom is taking off your bra at the end of the day and not giving two bleeps who knows it. And I know all you women just share that one with me. And I couldn't read the signature on this one. But he said, freedom entitles us to navigate our own course through life, to make our own choices, and to express how we feel or what we believe. It is a right that should be afforded every individual throughout the world. And there were hundreds and hundreds of more. It's an interesting website to go. But I would add that freedom is a quality of God. I didn't read that one up there, so I'm going to have to get my own index card, I guess. Freedom is a quality of God. Therefore, it is a quality of us. It is a quality we already possess. No, that's not even right. It's not that we possess it. It's a quality of us. It is the essence of us. It is our very essence. We get to express it. We already are it. We get to express as much of it as we desire, as we believe and embody and can demonstrate and manifest. Think about it. Freedom is an essence. It is an essence. And just like our imagination is. We don't put any limits on our imagination or the thoughts that we think. We don't feel like we're born with only a certain amount of thoughts. We can have as many thoughts as we want, and freedom is like that. It is an essence. We have to get beyond this have it, don't have it kind of dualism paradigm and just understand that it is the very essence of who we are. All of the qualities of God are essences that flow through us at the deepest level, and it is the truth of who we are, and we get to express as much of it as we deem possible. There's no amount to the thoughts we can think. There's no amount to the creativity that we can express. There's no limit to any of those things. And all of the qualities of God are like that. There is no limit to the amount of any one of those qualities that we can express. As long as we live, we create. We express creativity. We express thoughts. We think things. Same goes for all of the qualities of God. They are in us to release, to continue to express. They are the very essence of us. And we are free to express any and all of them in whatever amount that we can conceive of. We are the ones that put the limits on any of those qualities that we are expressing any time in our lives. We have been negotiating with all of these qualities. And freedom is a big one. We have negotiated our freedoms really since infancy, when you think about it. Remember when we're little and when we're little, man, we're going for our good, and there's like no limit to the amount of good we can go for. And so we see something we want, we reach for our good, we go for it, and then we get our little hand slapped, right? Or we get told no. But as little kids, we want the thing. We want it. We want to feel it. We want to touch it. We want to experience it, right? We want to experience it, what it is. And we're told no. And so at that point, we have to negotiate. We can go for it again and get punished, right? I mean, we can do that. We have that. Get more negative input. Or we can trade away that particular freedom for acceptance from the big person. The big person that told us no. So right off the bat, we're negotiating our freedoms. And then we go through life doing that, don't we? We begin to negotiate away our freedoms or any of the other qualities of God our whole lives. We trade freedom to come and go as we please for a job that pays us money to buy stuff with, right? Like shelter and food. We trade away our freedom to be in romantic situations with anybody we please and everybody we please for a stable relationship with just one person exclusively. We negotiate away our freedom to pursue maybe the career of our dreams for one that has a pension plan, right? And medical benefits. The golden handcuffs, right? We're all familiar with. We stay in jobs that we hate sometimes because we have obligations. We have a mortgage, we have a family, we have bills to pay, maybe we have a car loan. We are forever trading away and trading on this quality of God known as freedom. And the country's doing it too. This doesn't just happen on a personal level, right? The NSA is we're trading security and, for information, for invasion of privacy. This happens all the time. We lose a little freedom for a little something. We give up a little freedom for a little safety. Benjamin Franklin said, "They who can give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety." We make up stories all the time about how and why we can't do this or that because of something else. And that's all they are, just stories. They're just stories that we tell ourselves when we negotiate away our freedom. We can't do this or that because we don't have the resources or the time or the expertise or something, when actually, if we looked at the truth of it, we have plenty of resources. We choose not to spend them in that place. We choose not to use them over there. We choose to do something else with them instead, like go to work, like pay the rent, like buy food. We choose to do other things with our resources, but when we say, I can't because, fill in the blank, I have to work, I have to do this, I have to do that, we're lying to ourselves. We're disempowering ourselves because the truth is we're choosing to do this. We are choosing to go to work. We are choosing to save our money and be good stewards, thank God, and not blow it all at the track. We're choosing to invest in a future, in a house, in a car that gets us from point A to point B. We are choosing. And we have to remember that when we remember that we are choosing these things, that's where the power is. When we say, I can't, that is the most disempowering thing that we can think of. I can't, I shouldn't, all of those words are draining. When we say, I choose to, that is empowering. That is the most empowering place we can be. It is much more empowering to say, I'm choosing this than I can't. Do you feel the energy behind those two things? We are free. We are free to choose. And choose we do. And we are so free, we can even choose bondage. Don't you love that? Ernest Holmes said this in Love and Law. He said, the only thing which binds us is the only thing that frees us. Bondage is freedom. Love and hate are one attitude. Fear and faith are the same attitude. There is only one mind, one mental attitude. There are only different ways of using it to cause it to be manifested. There's only one. Again, it goes back to that sliding scale. There's only abundance. There is only freedom. We can express as little of it as we know, and we call it bondage. We can express the absolute amazing heights of freedom, and we call it freedom. We create the duality in our own minds when none exists. There is only the quality of God called freedom. And we are free to be at the effect of the world. We are free to be at the effect of something in the world of conditions. And to be at the effect of the conditions of the world is to be the victim, right? I can't because the government. I can't because my parents. I can't because my boss. I can't. We're the victim. We are the victim in that place. The truth of us is we're always free. We can leave a situation. We can change a situation. Or we can change our mind about a situation. We are free to do any or all of those things. We are always free to choose in every moment of every day. We are free to leave a situation. We are free to change a situation. We are free to change our mind about a situation. Nelson Mandela said, there's no such thing as part freedom. There's no such thing as part freedom. We are all free. And we can choose to do one of those three things, always. Leave a situation, transform a situation, or change our mind about a situation. Honestly, we suffer because we stay there, we do nothing different, but we demand it should be another way. This shouldn't be happening. How's that working for you? It should be some other way because I'm not happy with this. But if you're not willing to do anything about it, it's not going to change. We can change a situation. We can leave a situation. We can change our mind about a situation. But a lot of times what we do is we just keep doing the same thing over again and expecting different results, right? The definition of insanity. We just keep going back and saying, this isn't right. This shouldn't be happening. You shouldn't be saying this. This shouldn't be like this. That shouldn't be. Then you're just like the cranky old, hey, you kids, get off my lawn kind of person. But it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. We are absolutely free in every moment of every day to make a different choice. Even if we don't change our situation, just changing our mind about the situation creates a new situation. We are free to be you and I. We are free. We are always free. And we are free to live authentically. And we must be true to this divine nature that we are. We have to stand in the truth of our own authenticity. To be free to be you and to be free to be me, we have to align with that authenticity, the true and authentic person that we were born to be, that Spirit knows us to be. And we need to express from that. And that doesn't need permission from anybody. That does not need permission. You know, we have to stop letting the people around us tell us who or what we should be or how to express ourselves in order for them to be comfortable around us. Standing in our own integrity, being who we are, standing, naked before the world and saying, this is me. It comes with everything. It comes with all of our skilled behavior. It comes with all of our unskilled behavior. It comes with everything. And we're all on this path to enlightenment. And Ernest Holmes said, and we're all getting there. And we're all going in the same direction. Thank you, God. And some of us are in front and some of us are kind of taking the scenic route and who knows. But we're all evolving and we are all spiritual beings. We're all heading for that total emancipation from conditions of any kind, like Ernest Holmes says in his Declaration of Principles. We're all doing the best we can, really, honestly. We are all doing the best we can. And he said this. He said, if you want to eliminate thoughts of limitation, you must recognize that they have to be eliminated only in yourself. We kind of do that, right? We nudge people, you need to listen to this. No, I need to listen to this. So he says, if you want to eliminate thoughts of limitation, you must recognize that they have to be eliminated only in yourself. There is a universal principle that does the rest. You are in that mind just like a point in a circle. You are constantly thinking into it. It is the principle of all life. It is the principle of all life. So it is up to us to eliminate the limitations in our own life. If we go through life trying to eliminate the conditions all around us, we're going to drive ourselves crazy. And then you know what? You can't sleep. Because even if you do get conditions exactly the way you want them and you're the little emperor in your own world, man, the minute you go to sleep, everything reverts back to chaos. It does. Because we are not here to control people, places, and things around us. We are here to evolve ourselves. It is up to us to eliminate the limited thoughts in our own minds and the limited thoughts about anything, and that includes freedom. We are free to choose more love. We are free to choose less hate. We are free to choose more clarity, and we are free to choose less chaos. We are here, we are free to choose more freedom and less bondage. We are free to be. We are free to be, you and me. Please join me. Thank you very much.